Hey, I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Marquise
credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24-yard gain.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Texans.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 30.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Houston.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On second down, it's Patterson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Reagor. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
makes the score Texans 14, Browns nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
5-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mark.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Patterson on the carry. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Texans.
Here's Patterson. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
5-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across midfield.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's caught by Montgomery. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he can make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Play fake, Murray. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to you.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cordarrelle Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Texans 28, Browns nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
7-yard line.
Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Texans.
Right there in the middle, 55. Defense, easy.
Now Murray off play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mark 55, Mark 55. I'm here all day. Check, 55 to Mike.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Check 22.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Samuel.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Crunch time, defense.
On first down, it's Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On second and 9, Murray. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns, nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the point after.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
They don't know my name. I get